This program is brought to you by FanDuel, where we give sports fans the chance to win every day.
No introduction. We ain't doing none of that. Ain't no introduction. It's me, it's Rose. You know what I'm saying? It's 5. The Pelicans won 122-111.
Shed tried to take it away. Now the shot clock all the way down on Dejounte. Three ball. Got it! And it's going to be a technical.
Because when you get a dead body, you stand over it to make sure the body is dead. Hold on one more time.
Shed tried to take it away. Now the shot clock all the way down on Dejounte. Three ball. Got it! And it's going to be a technical. Yep, technical foul coming up. So Shed did everything he could, but Dejounte still got.
Listen, man, that's the attitude I've been wanting from a player on this team for the last 20 years, dog. Like, I just can't say. We can talk about Dejounte Murray the whole pod, as far as I'm concerned. Like, 5 Ross, what's up, bro? I'm sorry.
What's up, man? You know what made that worse? It's Joel Myers. Ooh, it's that fucking ooh.
How about her with the the unnecessary
shove
at first? Because I remember watching it thinking damn, the dude got up and pushed him or something. But then it was like, nah, it's just her give a little too aggressive on the push away.
Hey, bro, listen, man. Dog, he stood over son. I was talking shit to him while he was laying on the ground. It was like someone's in a casket, and he was paying his final respects to bro. Like I just can't stay. I feel like I gotta be sick in my fandom because this was a really big game for the Pelicans. I mean, every game has been a big game for them down the stretch, but I wanted them to win this game. And the fact that not only did you win the game, but you won it like that with that type of attitude, I don't know, bro. I don't have no question. I don't really have a question for y'all. Go ahead.
It's cool now because I got a lot to say. One in particular, his ability to create his own shot and handle the basketball against any type of pressure, it really alleviates a lot of pressure, man. Just for everybody else. It allows people to play in their correct position. It doesn't allow Herb to handle the ball anymore. It doesn't allow Zion to have to do too much. Trey, I don't see too much unnecessary dribbling out of him anymore. To outlet to a guy that can go get his own, but also gonna get everybody else involved. It spreads and it permeates through your building. His ability to finish tonight, when the Pelicans needed a basket, when they had a big lead and they got it down, the Raptors got it down to 5 and he hits a pull up, gets a that's what you need, especially late in the game. The coach can't draw up shit for you. Oh, Chris got his fucking soldier rag on. That's what I be talking about, bro. You can't. These dudes not just on the street. And you can just go get them. You need an NBA body with an NBA mind and a mindset that I feel like I'm the best player in the gym, even if he knows he's not. But you couldn't tell him that. You can't tell him that. And tonight, I think he was the best player on the floor.
You muted, Chris.
No. See, I didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? I was letting 5 get his point out. You know what I mean? I wasn't just going to just, you know what I'm saying?
Chris.
What's up, bro?
Soldier Chris, you seen how we started the show?
Nah.
Oh, all right. Hold up. Be right back.
Can we?
Shed tried to take it away. Now the shot clock all the way down on Dejounte. Three ball. Got it! And it's going to be a technical. Yep, technical foul coming up.
One to the head.
Told that boy you cannot fuck with me. You cannot.
Go.
That's what he told him. That what he told him. That what he told him. Man, look, what?
Bruh.
That's what we here for, bro. This felt like a finals game to me. Okay? And that's how you put the pin on that motherfucker. You know, I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying, Ross.
No. This the wrong show for that. This the wrong show.
I'm trying not to, but that's the energy that this team has been missing. Not just from role players. Shout out Najee Marshall. We was having conversations last year about Dyson Daniels punking this team, and that's my dog. We was having conversations. Dyson Daniels was unloading on the bench.
They got choppers in Australia.
Nah, man.
I know they got him in New. All right, look. Point being, ain't nobody say nothing about that. That was fine. Dyson had picked up the gun since.
He could shoot that bitch if he did.
Yeah,
He was definitely gonna miss.
You mad? Like I'm supposed to be upset that Dejounte got in that boy's face and they told him like you. Come on, bro. What he supposed to do?
Come on, man.
Look. For real. We've been asking. Less quiet boys. Tired of people on the team not caring. Tired of people letting them just get punked and disrespected and all this other stuff. Hey, man, look. I ain't here to tell you whether or not how, you know, you let the professionals tell you what Dejounte. I done seen motherfuckers get disrespected in worse ways over a spades game. Shout out to the East. I've seen that. So I you know, like what, you know, now look, if it costs you a game, then we can have a conversation about it. If it costs you a game over, you know, over somebody's emotions, but that's what this team needs more of out of players that truthfully matter, all-star caliber, starting level, consistent players. That's the type of leadership that this team been needing for a long time. They going to playoffs, Lito. I'm here.
Well, off the porch.
I gotta let Ross talk because Ross ain't saying shit. But hold up, Ross, before you say something, Chris, did you see this coming on the screen? All I hear is riding through the border, about to blow Canada up.
Trying to take my chain, I ain't going. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. Let me calm down, man. Let me calm down. I ain't been this happy to pod in a long time, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Let our dog Rose talk, man.
Ross, what's up, bro?
I'm just happy to see the joy. You got there's a new energy in here. I mean, look at Chris is standing up. We came back from the video. I'm thinking, damn, I don't know where Chris went. He's over here talking down to his chair. That's what we needed. We needed this. Not just look in all seriousness. I think it was the best game they played all year. I mean, not that there's been that many, right? But I don't know how many wins they got now, 25 or whatever it is. I thought that was by far like the most complete game they played all year. But starters, bench unit. I mean, I really don't have any criticism. I thought everybody played really well. I thought Eves played great off the bench. I got nothing other than hopefully we can see more of it. You know, I don't know if they had a little something extra given who was in the building tonight. But it certainly felt like they played with a little more energy and a little more kind of intensity. I ain't mad at it.
Dejounte Murray, 27 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 for 6 from 3, 2 steals, and brother Chris.
It over for the Pels. That is their 8th turnover. He didn't quit, did he? Pull it up. Yeah, Trey's there. Hammer it.
This was the epitome of, I feel like, Dejounte Murray in a, you know, if you had to categorize him, like, okay, I made the turnover, I ain't hang my head, I got back on defense, I got the steal, I created opportunity for my team. It feels like, Ross, you talk about joy and like a different energy. It just felt like that's what he's brung. You know, before the pod started, we kind of were having a conversation and we were saying, like, dog, I think Dejounte, even though he played limited games last year, this version of him to me is better than I've seen him in a while. I'm talking about like even pre-injury, like in Atlanta, like what, like I don't know what this dude did in the rehab. You know what I'm saying? Five, you tore your Achilles, so you will have more knowledge than us. But like, I don't know what he was doing, bro. But this is different.
Yeah, he went to a different doctor than I went to. He got way more money than I got. I mean, this is different, bro. Like I would think like just his makeup is different, right? Like he must have attacked his rehab. What we were hearing about, right? Because he was like way ahead of schedule initially, and I was like, I really don't want him to rush this. And I do think there was a point in time where he was like, I should take my time. And he came back when he was more than ready, mentally, physically, emotionally. He was ready. I mean, yeah, think about it. He went through all that other stuff emotionally. I think like his mom had something.
Yeah, mom had a stroke, I believe.
You know, something like that. Like there were so many hurdles that he had to really overcome, and to see him, he had that bop in his step way before the action. Like I was like, yeah, buddy in this bag, and I don't think he did anything crazy. It was like pull up jumper, get to my spot, raise over dudes. Like, oh, we got the switch. Oh, I'm not throwing it to Zion. It's 1-on-1 with a center. I'm about to let me get this bucket. It was all efficient. Like, how many bad plays did he make? Like, I'm not even tripping him off the turnover because he had the advantage. He just lost the ball. For him to get back into the play, create another, opportunity for his team, like basketball. Just basketball. It was beautiful. Like, we're talking about Dejounte. Zion has a crazy windmill. We're not even bringing it up. We're not even bringing it up.
I'd like to get to it, but it's like I haven't seen too many players in the Pelicans uniform talk to a dead body before. I feel like we needed to address that. Like he leaned in that man coffin and he took a 20 out of his pocket on the way out to church. I really, you know what, Five? You said something. You said he had that bopping and stuff. Let me tell you when I knew. I didn't know, obviously, that was going to happen tonight. But let me tell you, when I knew, I felt like he was going to have a good game. Very early on, it might have been first, second quarter, he got a rebound. Nothing special. He got a rebound, though. And he threw that bitch up to himself. I was like, this is so unnecessary. What are you doing? But I love it. Like, it's like, you remember, like, when point guards would like just do random shit when they got a rebound and they would dribble, like Ed Cota would get a.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
He
would just turn around, start dribbling backwards for no reason. Like what are you doing?
Listen, I really have a theory. Two scariest things in basketball: one being LeBron on the fast break, and you not knowing where he at. Two is Jamal Crawford dribbling backwards. Because that dude start dribbling backwards, ain't nothing you can do to stop him. There's nothing. It's over with. So, Dejounte, Seattle, Jamal Crawford, Seattle. I can see how that kind of,
Right. Damn, you know what? You're right. Chris, what's up?
I do want to say one more thing about that Dejounte play.
Talk to me.
The Raptors soft. They saw for that. The Raptors, Toronto.
Wow, it's finally not the Pelicans.
You a playoff team. You don't allow that to happen with only Emmanuel quickly. The closest you got to Dejounte was him just pointing back at Dejounte, walking up to him. So, for a playoff team. And she, I think this is the second year. Your young boy at that. Yeah, you don't allow that to happen. Somebody's getting thrown out that game. One of the vets that was out there, I think BI was out there. Somebody got to walk over there and say, "Nah, bro, that's not happening." Not for a team that has playoff race, bro. Like that looks horrible. That looks horrible. I mean, it's bad enough you already lost to a team that has 20-something wins and you trying to stay out the playing situation, but then you get punked at the end of the game and nothing really happens. I mean, maybe there'll be some return fire because the Pelicans play Toronto again, or that was it.
That was
it, huh?
I don't.
Because I believe this was the first time they played.
No, we play them in Toronto in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
So I'll be interested to see what happens in that game. So I'll wait a couple of weeks. But come on, Toronto, y'all gotta be better, dog.
You know, it's interesting you say that because I'm just going down the Raptors roster, and I just want to know who you think would have stepped up and done something, because obviously BI, Scotty Barnes, Portal, RJ, Garrett Temple. Like who you think was
a combination of them? You don't let nobody do that to your teammate, period. But you really don't let that happen to your young dude, to your rookie, to your second year player. You don't let that happen.
Now, how many times have you said that same thing about the Pelicans?
There you go. Countless.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that would. I don't think the young boy in the Pelicans being fierce. I don't think he's gonna let that happen to himself. So I don't really think he needs help in that department, bro. So you know what I'm saying? But man, getting back to the game, BI made his return to New Orleans. For those who not aware, I didn't see the video tribute, but I heard BI did have a tribute pre-game, which I mean deserved. You know what I'm saying? Like he did his thing. Like we went to a playing twice, right? With BI. BI had 22 points.
Vintage BI, 19 shots to get 22 points.
22 points. BI shot 7 threes, Ross.
19 shots to get 22 points. That's
breaking y'all narrative. Y'all say he wouldn't shoot the three. Fucking shot the threes.
Good for him. I'm happy.
Per shout out to OG. Per David Grubb, Ross. BI was 0 for 5 in the fourth quarter tonight. So that wasn't ideal. Herb Jones had 16 points, guys.
I was gonna say, you keep talking about Dejounte Murray. He ain't the one who made Herb Jones make them 4 threes.
Talk about
Herb makes 4 threes, and he plays with a different bounce in his step. Starts jumping passing lanes, getting out in transition. Like, you just got to make some shots with some consistency.
Is it mental? Is it mental for Herb? What's the deal, Ross?
This 100% mental. Like, he's just a guy who has to, like, you can see it. Like, if he misses 2 in a row, like, you just, he's a guy that, like, has to make a basket early in the game, and and even better if it's a 3. But I mean, he saw a couple go through, and next thing you know, so I'm saying, it was just it was the best game they've all, again, collectively is the best game they played all year. For my money. Everybody played well. Herb knocks down 4 threes. You're probably going to win. We shot whatever, almost 50% from 3. You're just going to win that game.
I agree.
You probably beat the 0-1 Lakers if Herb makes 4 threes. I mean, anybody. What was it? 84 Celtics was 96 Bulls. Get them all out of here. Herb with 4 threes. We standing over all of them.
Yeah. 17 Warriors.
Yeah. Get them out of here.
I'm willing to say rational things about the Pelicans' future tonight, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Five. We talked about, me, you, and Chris talked about this last pod about the mentality of her, why the shot's not going in, what he could be doing. Tell me what you saw from him. Did he do anything differently tonight than what he has been doing in the past couple of games?
Just you making a couple right early, that helps everything else. But also, I think being on the court with Dejounte helps him a ton defensively. Like, being able to switch and still be okay, right? Like, because especially like late in the game, the Raptors try to get a switch, and Herb and Dejounte were able to communicate, and I like shit like that allows, like, the pressure of having to guard everybody for Herb like release a little bit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm good. I can just play help side. Like if the screen's good enough, I can just accept it, and Dejounte will be able to guard. And small, intricate things like that, I think, help Herb. And tonight, he made a couple early. I still think his decision making has to get a little bit better. Some things I think it's all mental for him. But the more times he plays with other good players, and they're on the court consistently, I think it'll help him a shit ton.
Can I tell you something I like?
Absolutely.
And this probably goes back like 3 or 4 games, maybe even since they changed the starting lineup, but definitely the last like 3 or 4 games. I just like that the starting unit is playing like 30 to 35 minutes together. Like the whole starter, like that starting unit is playing 30 whatever minutes. Like it just feels like such a long time since they've rolled out a competent starting lineup, and they've all played. And then it's been like, hey, the bench is going to do what the bench does, but like we're winning and losing with how you guys play, and you're not just playing 22 minutes, and we're not doing weird shit with the lineup and starting a different center in the second half, like all this stuff. Like it just feels like there's a million different things they've done over the last few years.
I don't know, Chris. I don't know, dog. My bad, Ross.
Sorry, Ross. Little got a close up out of nowhere. We don't know what happened.
I don't know.
He started doing that, and then it's just what.
I mean,
you see?
We're past the All-Star break here, Lito. You got to lock in. We shouldn't be. We shouldn't still be making these kind of mental errors like this late in the season.
Wow, I can't fix it.
It's unbelievable.
It's all good. All right, it's all good.
But not back to that lineup thing. It's just been nice to like see the same line.
Lito could go all the way back to his door, and I'll still be able to see him clearly.
You see?
He trying to get out. He can't get out.
Hey, guy. I'm going to just go pie from the other room. Don't worry. Oh, man. Goddamn.
We got super chats, man.
All right, cool. All right, that's much better. All right, cool.
There you go.
Boo.
Man. How y'all feel about Herb's defense on Brandon tonight?
Really good. I mean, Brandon probably missed some shots just off GP, but I thought he was really physical. I think the refs allowed him to play because usually that's what gets Herb in trouble, because he picks up a quick 2 early, and that kind of changes the trajectory of the game. But when the refs kind of allow you to play, because I think that's the Raptors' MO, right? Like they want to try to be physical, right? Like they want to get out in transition, and they were able to do that at times. But I think that kind of bode well for the Pelicans to also be physical, and Herb be physical with Brandon and push him off his spot a little bit. And Brandon missed some shots. Was it because of Herb, you can say, or did Brandon just miss shots? But he was really good tonight.
Any other y'all got any other thoughts on the defense before we move on?
No.
That was to the point. Respect. Trey Murphy, you guys, was 5 for 8 from 3 tonight, man. 28 points for the boys, 7 rebounds. I feel like it was a not necessarily a big game, but you know from Trey's point of view, I mean from Trey himself, he's looked up to Brandon. So seeing him, be on the other side of the floor, I'm sure like he was, pretty well prepared for this game. What y'all think about Trey's performance tonight?
He started off the game, I think, like 4 for 4. And then from there, I mean, he missed 4 shots the entire game. He was pretty consistent with his approach, and I mean, he forced 3 turnovers. He had 7 rebounds. It was nothing really negative to say about Trey. I mean, I think you make a good point, as well. I know Brandon hit a 3 on Trey, I think, to end the second quarter, and you saw, B.I. give him a little nudge, and Trey just looked at him. Yeah. So, it felt like I thought Zion would be the one when we had the last show. I thought Zion would be the one that came out and had the best overall game. I thought Zion would be the one that maybe would take this game a little bit more personal. When it seemed like Trey was the one that did. Trey and DeJounte.
Why you thought that though?
I mean, we talked about it. I thought that there was always some kind of, just something, just an awkward relationship between Brandon and Zion. And maybe with Zion having the down year, the team being bad again, and Brandon being in a winning situation as of now, I assumed, that Zion would use this kind of matchup to make some kind of statement. He still had a relatively good game. He wasn't bad by any means. It just so happened that Trey and DeJounte were more aggressive and better. So, but no, man. I mean, I think Trey showed up on both sides of the floor, and that was similar to the DeJounte thing, man. It was good. It was good to see. Like, this is a meaningless game for the Pelicans. All of these games really, really are. But at the same time, the more that they treat them like they matter, the more that I care. The more that I'm locked in. The more that I'm thinking about shit that I shouldn't be thinking about, how this team leads in the next year. And, what Ross mentioned about the starting lineup and the consistency and the chemistry that they're building. I can care more about that for a 21 team when they care. And they're playing like they have something to play for. And that should start with the guys at the top of the totem pole.
That's real.
Hold on, though. And I thought Trey was really good. And there was two things that, I mean, one will show up on the stat sheet, the other one probably won't. He threw, I think it was a PNR. He threw a pass from the right side of the floor all the way to the other side to Herb for a three. Now, it was a skip pass, but it was like between the dribble and he did it. And I'm like, this is the growth. This is the evolution of Trey Murphy, the elevation of Trey Murphy. You see, I could beat my defender, yes, but you also see the help side. So the next play, you have already seen it, and you're going to skip it to Herb. Perfect. Yeah. Great. Another one was he caught a flare screen. I forgot who threw it to him. I believe it was Dejounte. He gets fouled on a three, but his shot was so quick. It didn't come down to the shot pocket. It was, he caught it up here and he just pulled. I want to see more of that from Trey. Like, don't allow your defender to get back in the play, because the NBA, again, is a game of inches. Too, just like football, where you can't allow your defender to get back into your shot. If you got space, make that space and still shoot. Don't be alarmed that, if a guy blocks your shot. Now, you still got to pull, because your open shot is different than everybody else's open shot. Right. So I thought he was really good tonight.
You felt, and this is to Ross. Did you feel like Trey looked at this as a statement game somewhat?
Yeah, I mean, look, a little bit, but I didn't think he tried to do too much.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes if you see a player that feels a certain way about a matchup, they try to do too much. I mean, I think Trey only took 12 shots?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, it was an ultra efficient game. I thought he did a great job keeping the ball moving when it wasn't there for him. Five just talked about the play. I think it was in the third quarter. I don't know. I mean, I didn't think he tried to make it about himself, and maybe he wanted to. Maybe he did feel a certain way about the game, but I didn't. Excuse me. I didn't take any cues from the way he played that made it seem like this was the end of the world for Trey. I don't think he thinks of it like that. I really don't. I think he probably feels like he should have been playing more, early in his career. I don't think he holds that against Brandon or something. I just thought he played a really good game.
How y'all feel about this?
I don't know why he laid down like that for so long. And it kind of goes back to what Chris was saying. like he went to the University of Houston, and they're not doing that over there. Now he's not from Houston, but he played.
Why his legs crossed?
This is a bad omen for the Raptors. Like the end of the season. Like I don't like, if I'm a Raptors fan, I don't like this.
Why is his legs crossed? Like he like a dog who tail tucked between his legs. Like what's happening, bro? What's going on? I
want that picture saved. I don't care. 10 years from now, Dejounte's retired. I want that picture saved in these files. We still doing these stupid shows. I want to always come back. I want to always come back to this picture, like always. They need to put that in the practice facility. All this other that needs to be somewhere.
Oh man, here we go. Shout out to Breeze, man. Speaking right on time, man. Zion Williamson, 19.6 rebounds, 4 assists. I guess you can't even be happy in a win, Breeze, dog. Like damn, dog. They just put belt the ass, and you talk about they using him as a role player. Honestly, like Zion was fishing his hell tonight, man. 7 for 12. Yeah, 5 free throws. Missed 3 of them. Like how do you feel about Zion's performance?
This is on par. What do you mean?
I'm confused. Like
he usually shoots around 12 to 14 shots, right? Am I tripping?
No.
Someone creates for him. He got a major dunk. This wasn't crazy. This wasn't out of the norm. Maybe could have been a little bit more efficient, but I think shooting over 50% is pretty good in my book.
And to be honest, it would have been higher than that if he didn't have that grenade from Dejounte at the end of the
hell yeah, Dejounte down bad for that, boy.
No, I'm gonna say this. I liked it, 5, because he forced him to shoot that shit. I like
you playing devil's advocate, huh? Okay.
Yeah. He don't want more touches, Breeze. He's never gonna shoot the ball 30. He stop. He's not gonna do that, bro. Like this is Zion Williamson. This is him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But this is him.
Hey, Breeze, if he want the rock, there's no one gonna tell him no. We're not giving you the ball. No one's like off looking Zion on purposely. I think Zion has to go out and just get the ball if he wants it. I don't think we're gonna take the ball from him.
Man,
go ahead, Ross. Nah, Ross. Go see.
Yeah, right. Ross got that. Ross got the Ross smirk.
Ross got that Ross look.
I really don't want to take a turn to negative town. He said he's playing. He is a role player. Like I don't. He's playing like a role player because he is a role player. I mean, he's gotten 30 like 3 times this year. Like, what do you mean he's get? He played a good game. Why do people get attached to players?
That's a whole nother conversation.
Like, why do fans get so attached to single play? Like it doesn't matter that they won. It only matters because there was a bunch of Brandon people like that it was like they only wanted to win if it was this certain way. I don't know. It's odd behavior to me. Like I was really excited. Like this was a fun game to watch. They played great. It was a fun game to watch. Like, give a shit if Zion scores 17 or 34. Like, I don't. Next question.
I'm with you, Ross. As long as they got the win, man. And Chris, I mean, we gotta. I feel like we be doing us a disservice to the game if we talk about Missy's contributions. Boy had 19 minutes and 10 rebounds. Like he's playing great defense, sliding them puppies on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Like I really feel like and not just tonight. Like he been playing well. He had a couple defensive stances last game. You know, he guarded Brandon for a bit tonight. I just how you feel about Ease, man? Like what? I know me and you talked earlier. We want to do it a progression show at the end of the year, but like from where he started to now, man, Tell me how you feel about him.
You more Yeeves is a friend of the show. So you seem to be a little bit more positive or optimistic on what you've been seeing from Yeeves consistently than maybe I am.
Gotcha.
I liked his performance tonight. The next game I can just feel a 3-point, 3-rebound outing. And that's the thing with Eves. And, as a young player, I get it. In inconsistent minutes, some nights DeAndre Jordan is playing, and previously has been playing more than him. You got Carlo out there. Queen still getting minutes, and they're going out here with this, with the small lineup to start games. So I get it, but I want when Messi decides to make his presence known, like when he decides he's going to, typically good things happen. But when he kind of stands on the wayside, waiting for opportunities to come his way, they don't. And tonight was an example of him making things happen for himself more times than not, playing quickly. So I'm curious how much of that is still him being a young player, because I want him to put as much as if he's gonna be a Pelican going into year 3. Year 3 is the year in which it has to click, and we have to stop having conversations about him being up and down. You got to see him go on a 10 game, 15 game run. You have to see a full season's worth of him really turning a corner, not just physically but mentally. So I mean, it was nice. I just think with Eves, I want him to continue just to stack the games. I will say, when he's out there with lineups that bring any kind of space. So pairing him with Carlo, for example, if you're going to run a 2 big lineup, fits a lot better than pairing him with Queen. It fits a lot better than pairing him with Zion and another big of sorts. It allows him more like a larger range of motion. So that's also a thing for me that I would like to see. So I'm curious how much that will help. But the Carlo minutes, you put him out there with Trey, or Sadiq, another scorer. Continue to find ways to do that, and hopefully he can put more of these performances together.
So you saying you hate Eves? I got it. Right. Go ahead, Fab.
No, I was just gonna say, shout out Messi, but my only issue is that, like, if you're Messi, like, why should we be building around you? You should be conforming to what's needed. There's no way I think he did really well, and I think the things that DeAndre Jordan was able to do in the first half, like, he mimicked those things. Eves mimicked those things in the second half, like, the pocket pass, just like doing simple basketball things. I think that's why I'm enamored with the DeAndre Jordan, because he just makes simple, smart basketball plays. Like, he doesn't do anything out otherworldly. Like, he's getting a rebound, he's screening, and he's making the correct pass. I don't think that that's too much to ask from a third-year guy in Eves Messi, like you're trying to develop. But if you're looking at that, if you're Eves, you're like, I should be playing these minutes. There shouldn't be anybody better than me doing these things. And I should want to fit in around Zion. I should want to fit in around Queen. Like, I shouldn't have to be played with Carlo, and that's when my game flourishes. Like, you want to flourish with the better talent. So that's more of an Eves question than anything.
He can make the game, and he makes himself valuable by doing the two things that I said I wanted him to do early in the season, which was offensive rebounding and blocking shots. And I just a quick glance, and I didn't go all the way back. But of games where he's gotten 5 or more offensive rebounds, we're like got an incredible record. We're like 6 or 7-1. Like, it's such a simple thing. He's not a super talented player right now. He's not going to do anything offensively that's going to make you change anything. The way you can impact the game is by offensive rebounding and blocking shots. That's just energy and effort. Like, it's not that difficult, man. Right now you're a backup energy big. Like, do your job. Like, that's the job. And when he does it well, like, they win.
I feel you. I think I think y'all. I feel what you're saying, but according to Breeze, he's gonna win DPOY pretty soon.
Look, we need look. We need more people like Breeze. For every, for like we just do. We do. So, man, keep that high level optimism, man. Just don't let it blind you, man. Don't let it blind you. But
man, shout out to Breeze. I want to hear Breeze like just come pod. Like, bro, like I would love to hear your like complete thoughts on the game, honestly. Jeremiah Fears, 17 minutes. He didn't really like play a whole lot of basketball. He got his time in the game as well as Queen. How you think the Rooks did tonight?
They're okay, right? Like they're rookies, and still in a sense, right? We still have to view them as rookies. But it's also good for them to see like some semblance of good basketball being played in front of them. Like to get on the court, you got to be better than that. Not just give them minutes. Like, no, you got to be better than them. And they're playing a lot of minutes. So, I said this, I think I tweeted this. I think Jeremiah Fears is like really getting better. Like he's doing things consistently that I'm like, yeah, he's going to be a problem. Like he's creating advantages at a super high rate. And it's not like he's going to get an assist for it. It's maybe like a hockey assist, but he's getting the defense to move off his motion. And for a point guard, that's a win. That is a win. That's a total win. And eventually it's going to come a time where he's going to be able to use that to his advantage and be able to score off it and then manipulate the defense. And oh my God. Like I really hope it pans out for him. I hope he takes that leap next year because I think he's going to get the minutes that he's gonna garner. But he's really impressing me since the All-Star break. I'm like, yeah, nah, this is the guy I thought could be really good, and he has the potential.
What you think the difference is, or what y'all think the difference is?
Seeing it, right? Being able to see it from the bench, see it in practice. Seeing is believing. Oh my God, that sounds corny, but like, nah, it's different than just playing all the time. And like, it's different from when a coach tells you something, right? And like, hey, go out there and do it, and they don't do it. But it's if Dejounte says it and he goes out and do something different than you, but also can tell you like, this is how you can get on the court. This is how you can be successful. It means more. And then you've had time on task, right? So you failed already. You failed. I think there were some points in the first half of the season where he did not do well, and he's learned from that. So it's a multitude of different factors. You're talking about failure and getting better, playing behind somebody else that's better than you. Also, your confidence is increasing because you've had time on task.
Mm-hmm.
It's a win-win situation for the Pelicans right now with Jeremiah Fears.
How do you feel? How do y'all? This question to all of y'all. Shout out to Chill Out 823. He said Queen is going to be another one of those woulda coulda been players. How you, based on what you just said about Fears, do you see this line of thinking, or is this you just got to give him some time?
I'm not sure without a little more context on what he means by woulda, coulda been players. Is he saying if he never becomes a good defensive player? Like, I don't think he's ever going to become a good defensive player. So I don't know. Like, you may just need to reset expectations a little bit. I still think he can be an incredibly impactful offensive player, like super, super impactful. There's plenty of bad defenders in the NBA. I guess it just, what is the woulda, coulda for, that, like, would have, could have been what?
Oh,
I mean, look, like if we break this down, this part of this needs to be simplified because, like, I think the magnifying glass.
Whoa! Hold on 1 second, Chris. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
58 likes.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Shout out to Big RCC. 58 likes
Unbelievable.
in the show. Go ahead, Chris.
And I'm trying to find it here. Hold on, let me look, because look, he has been bad defensively, and they're trying to figure out. We know that they've come to the realization, or Borrego comes to the realization that he's not ready to play center minutes. And unfortunately, I don't know if you have a good pairing for where Derek Queen is right now. You don't have the type of center that would go well with that balances what he doesn't do well. But he's still gonna have good nights. But similar to what 5% about fears, this is a part of the rookie process. And I think the magnifying glass again is just a little bit too close. How many Trey Johnson games are we watching? Outside of Cooper Flag, when you go with, what's the last VJ Edgecombe game you watched? The last grouping of, the last stretch that you like. These guys are gonna go. They're supposed to be ups and downs along this process and learning curves, and some of these are, like Ross said, the flaws that we already knew that Queen had. But when the season ends, he's gonna rank high in all rookie categories. He just is. That's a win. Now, what he learns from this to continue to grow and get better, that's ultimately up to him. But for us to automatically say, based off of, what this stretch has been, and what James Borrego is trying to do right now with this current roster, I don't know how much of an indictment it has on Queen. Queen is still ultra talented. He still can do a bunch of really good things on the floor. And his game is going to continue to grow and blossom. But it's not many. There's not many rookies. There's not many 13 overall picks. There's not many rookies at all that aren't going to have some type of room for improvement and things that they need to get better at. And Queen is no different than that. Now, if you just believe that he's just going to be this guy the rest of his career, this exact person, that's up to you. But whether it's Fears or it's him or these rookies, you gotta give it time. And hopefully, as the roster continues to mature and become more modern, and you continue to add things that work better with some of these different players that you have, it will help accelerate their growth versus holding it back. Because I don't, what Queen is currently at right now, if you throw him out there with Carlo, you're gonna get destroyed still in the paint, and you're not gonna grab up. You're probably grabbing up or not grabbing up enough rebounds. What's the rest of the lineup look like? If you put him out there with Misi, there's no space on the floor for him to operate. So what exactly similar with Zion? So what exactly do you do? They gotta figure it out. But Queen will be fine, man. I don't think you should panic on any rookie right now at where we're at.
And it's so easy to like that to me is a bit, and I can, I'm guilty of being pretty critical on the rookies, but like that feels unfair for so many reasons, right? Like he's played 65 games, started 45. Going into the year, I damn sure didn't think he'd start 45 games, and I didn't think he'd play in 65. The fact that over the last month he's taken more three-pointers, I think that's an interesting like aspect to his game that he's clearly willing to try. He made one tonight, took 3 a couple nights ago in the game. Like he does. It's way too early to I think make any kind of judgment long term on Queen, because you just don't know. And yeah.
Now,
I want people to understand that some of your favorite basketball players you've ever watched had mediocre or bad rookie seasons. They had inconsistent rookies, like a lot of them. Some of them had good rookie years and bad second years. This happens all the time. I just think because we're watching these games and we're so connected. Go ahead, Ross.
Yeah, but that's the issue though, Chris. Like he's had a great rookie year.
It's
not like he's had a Like I looked at it. The dude drafted right in front of him is a total no name. He hadn't played at all for Chicago. But the dude drafted right after him, Carter Bryant. Like the Spurs can't even put him out there. He can't.
Maluak with Phoenix.
Like it's not. I mean, he's had a great rookie year by pretty much all accounts. Like I don't know what Yeah, in any criticism of him right now, I think it's just sort of misguided.
Ross, it's crazy. We did a show about Carter Bryant, and the consensus was Carter Bryant was going to be either a total bust or he was going to be the greatest defender of all time. And to date, we weren't wrong. So, let me ask y'all this: do y'all think Queen will be able to? Because a lot of his offensive gifts obviously come from sharing the basketball and being able to move the basketball. Do you think that he can be an effective player playing without the basketball?
Fears?
Queen.
Queen. I'm sorry.
That's effective?
Yeah, like how do you – would you be able to say – I mean, obviously he's not Jokic, but like you see what Jokic does with the basketball, but Jokic is still a strong enough presence to where like he – gets around the court a little bit, does his thing to where he doesn't – if the ball not in his hands, it's still things happening. Do you think that Queen can be an effective player? Like, how do you maximize his talent if you don't have the basketball?
This is why I wanted to use Joker. God damn, Chris. Large bottle of water. This is why I never wanted to use Joker as a comparison for him, because even early on, Joker had this presence of like he had a knack for getting to the ball or like getting rebounds or the unconventional rebounds that most wouldn't. He had an ability to position himself against more athletic, I would say even back then, bigger centers and still manage to get the rebound. I don't think Queen has that knack yet. I don't think that's one of those things where you just kind of find in the league. It's kind of like you have it or you don't. So it'll be tough for him to be impactful without the basketball. But again, this is one of those leagues where you're not going to have the ball anyway. You're not Luka. You're not Joker. You're not Jason Tatum. You're not Jaylen Brown. Like, that's not your skill set. So you have to find a way to be more impactful. I always thought like him being a better screener would help him a lot, because if you screen, you're either going to cause a mismatch where you can take advantage of, which I think he's really good at, or two will go with the ball, and then they'll have to pass you the ball. So the more he screens, I think the more he'll get the ball.
Ross, I think he muted.
You muted, bro.
Nope.
Yeah. I'll unmute you. If it let me know, it don't
good.
let me.
Am I good now?
There you go. Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
You good.
Not
anymore.
Are we good?
We're good now.
But then you look at one of the players tonight, and obviously there's some defensive like differences, or big differences. But like Scotty Barnes is effective without Scotty Barnes can't shoot for shit. Like, he's not the most athletically gifted player on earth, and I think he does a ton of stuff without the basketball that like makes him effective. And he's obviously really good once he gets it. There's a lot of like touch passes and just opening up things for other. Like, yeah, I think he can be fine without the basketball. He's just got to continue to like work on it, continue to use his IQ, put himself in positions to help others. I'm really not concerned with him offensively, like at all.
This comment right here, Chris. Pels gave him an unprotected first rounder. I'm not on that we need to be patient with him kind of talk. The price was too high. He needs to be David West. Before you give your answer, I just want to say, like, if you're not being patient with a rookie, I don't give a fuck what they gave up for him. It don't like that's not gonna make him be better, or that's not gonna speed up the process. And I think that's what the Pelicans for real have failed. And I know the price is the price of what they paid him. I'm not saying I agree with what they did. I was having this conversation with somebody yesterday about Derek Queen, and they were like, what would his ceiling have to be? Who would he need to become for the price to justify what they paid for him? I'm just kind of anxious I'm kind of curious to hear what y'all think about that this question and like, what would Derek Queen need to become for the price to be justified?
I don't even. I mean, to be honest, Alito. I mean, I think that's a valid question. I just don't like it. I think someone should answer it, and I'm curious what the panel and the people in the comments think. I don't know.
I can tell you what I said. I said.
What'd you say?
Based on the thinking, like this statement right here, it doesn't matter what he'll become. It doesn't matter. It will never be justified. In the public eye, whatever he becomes, people will never say, well, he was good enough to be XYZ.
He would have to be, I don't know about a comp, right? But he would have to be a part of something for this franchise that takes him in an area, like him being an integral part of this franchise going somewhere they've never been. So a Western Conference Finals, winning, I don't know, 55 games, them finishing just out the ghetto, them having a string of, consistency seasons wise to where their respect level is rising in the organization, and he happens to be a solid part of it. Now, what that means, the things that Breeze put up here, David West, LaMarcus Aldridge, ceiling type forward. Look, bro, he probably still has some, maybe not those player comparisons. When we're talking that range, sure. Like, David West's first good year in the NBA was his third year.
Does he have to be that?
No.
If just look at it more black and white, right? Like, you gave up an unprotected first-round pick this year that even in an atrocious year where pretty much everything that could have gone wrong you hadn't played well. I think after tonight, you're going to be tied for the 8th worst record. So, you'll have the 8th best odds. So, maybe you draft 8th, maybe you draft 6th, maybe you draft 10th. Go look at the players that were drafted there last year. I don't know who's going to go 8th or 9th or 10th this year, but you passed up Igor Dimon for Queen.
All right.
Or Colin Murray Boyles or whatever. I don't. That's what I'm saying. This was a different conversation. You can't ask that question until you know what you actually gave up. Right now, you gave up a theoretical. And so if that theoretical was the first overall pick, which, yeah, sure, then it changes what Queen needs to be. But if not, and I'm comparing him to whoever goes 9th this year, well, who cares? He ain't got to do. He just has to be himself. I don't know. It feels like an unfair question, I think, until you know exactly what you gave up.
Yeah, man. I mean, and then the next question is is that player better than Queen? Is that player going to be in odds are if somebody is if we're talking about, and you never know, but odds of whatever player is picked at 8th or if it's 6th or 10th being better than the year that Derek Queen has had, in which Derek Queen has done some historic things for a rookie. We gotta hold on to that. Being better than 12, 7, and what 4 assists a game. The odds are probably it's probably in Derek Queen's favor.
Yeah, it's way in Derek Queen's favor.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just think we gotta pump the brakes just a little bit, man. He's there are things with him and Fears. There are things that will progress individually in their games that will make you completely forget about how you thought about them in their rookie year. It's going to happen. It happens with a good majority of rookies, one way, either positively or negatively, but it's going to happen. Whether it's Queen's ability to shoot, whether it's a midi or a 20-footer, or him consistently knocking down threes. Same for Fears. They're gonna add things to their game that make them, that just make them look completely different. And look, even still, we might be talking about what he can't do defensively. Look at Sengun right now. Sengun can't, like, it doesn't matter how good of a game he has right now, offensively or whatever. They can't find a way to win games with him on the floor defensively at the end of games. They can't.
And go look what Sengun did as a rookie. It ain't what Queen's doing.
It's not what Queen did, yeah. So,
Fair.
I think Five mentioned Jokic, and I thought that was a really good point as well. Like Jokic earned the right to have the basketball. He earned like he did all the things that you were supposed to do as a center, to find the basketball, to be impactful without having high usage, to eventually earn the right to have high usage and show off the rest of his skills. And I think that's what Borrego's trying to teach Derek right now. I think he got a lot early. Derek, through injuries and through how well he was playing, he got a lot of opportunity early to show what he was doing, the triple doubles, 30-point game, all the different runs that he had earlier. Now, I think Borrego, while the team has gotten healthy, he's kind of done, he's doing the Queen in a way. What he did to Fear is kind of reeling him back a little bit. Okay, now you got to look at it from this perspective. I see what you can do. I know what you're able to do. You got to earn the right to continue to do that in this league every single night. And these are the things I need you to do ultimately to do it. And I hope that's something that humbles Queen, who's very confident and very skilled, has probably been the best player on every team he's been in his whole damn life, to see that it's a little different at this level if you want to get to a higher level here.
I think that's truly good, Chris. Great point. But to even dig a little bit deeper, it's like, all right, you were playing great. If you're Derek Queen and Jeremiah Fears, you both were playing great, and we were losing, right? Like we weren't good. So let's change. I'm not trying to change who you are as a player. Like, I'm not trying to dilute you, right? I'm not trying to make you into this, cookie cutter type player where you're just going to play this role. Like, no, there are roles to be played, but let's show you how to win some basketball games. And I think was in the last 20 games there, AD was, saying the litany of stats, like they're top 5 in the league in defensive efficiency, top 5 in this, top 5 in that. Like, I think that bodes well for them. Like, oh, okay, it makes sense. And hopefully they're seeing like what he's saying isn't just a bunch of bullshit just to get them up. Like, bro, he set Jordan Poole.
I want to talk about that.
He's sitting Jordan Poole for in my opinion, again, this is my assessment of it, for the benefit of Jeremiah Fears. This is all to benefit you as a young player. And I'm thinking it's working out. It seems to be working a little bit. But I guess the future will only answer that question.
Bro, I know you got a dip, Rose. I'm just gonna get to these super chats, man. We probably get out of here. So because what the likes at, man? Somebody give us the likes.
We ain't getting to 100. What's popping, dog? Like, what's insane. What we doing, dog?
That's insane. By the way, the pick is mock draft. This is obviously just a mock. The pick is at 6 right now, it seems, and they have the Hawks drafting Keaton Wagler from Illinois. So there you go. What you got, Chris?
I'm about to ask you who the fuck is that?
Straight.
I thought you knew.
Big guard.
Nope. Not my time yet.
Big guard. Shoot the ball.
You like him?
Do I like him better than Derek Queen? No.
Okay.
No, I don't. We gonna talk about this. Ashton said, let's talk about the momentum change of 21 E's. We did that. Ashton also said Dyson shit jam ever since that game. Shout out to Ashton.
Elite comment.
Getting a curveball, try to rob Dejounte 30'd up. Yeah. Shout out to King curveball. Yeah. King curveball again with the 2-piece. My dog T Mike team might have took the San Antonio Spurs disrespect?
Stephen A.
Oh,
Smith.
Stephen A. I'm about to say, what the fuck? Maybe. Shout out to Cajun Curveball though. Prospect, we got a real dog out there. Yeah. Shout out to Prospect. The Sothorian. What the fuck is a Sothorian? I've never seen this word before. I'm
Come on, 5.
really curious what this means.
So
damn,
this might be a play on words. I don't know.
I
don't know.
I don't. What is a Sothorian, guys? Like,
I'm not that smart.
Nah, this is definitely a play on words.
It's a Sothorios is a third continent in the known world after Westeros and Essos. Is this a Game of Thrones?
It seems like Game of Thrones reference based on your definition,
right. But I like it. I like it, man. What did y'all think of Z, Trey, Bay, Dejounte Herb lineup?
It's too small. You're gonna have to gang rebound. You can play defense, but you're gonna have to that's against another small lineup. Like I don't think that's against a big, unless it's like the Raptors, right? Where they're gonna have a big that can't really move, so you can try to get him off the court. Like that's the only way I see that benefit. I don't think you can do that for like long stretches of a game.
Bro.
You know, it only works for me when you are able to force a team to play the way you want to play.
Yeah.
And they were able to do that in stretches against Toronto. Toronto had to adjust to the Pelicans. If you get enough synergy with this lineup to where teams are forced, like it's that powerful to where teams just have to cave, then I'm all for it. This is no different to me than the lineup we were talking about possibly seeing last year before Zion missed the first game and Dejounte breaks his hand in the first game, but you just subbing BI for Sadiq. This is the lineup that we were talking about seeing that I don't think we ever saw. I don't think we ever got to see this lineup last year. And if we did, it didn't matter by the time we did. So, yeah, I mean, it's been something that it feels like since Zion's been in New Orleans, since he's been in the NBA, they've been trying to figure out how to put some of these lineups together, whether you would say he's the 5 in it or not. I don't think that that's ultimately going to change because you have to find creative ways to create space for Zion, and that's the key. Until you get a real stretch 5 that can do something, they can protect the rim and you have to find creative ways to create space with him on the floor. And this is probably one of the only ways they can do it with the length and wingspan you can have on defense, and the offensive playmaking that's out there.
Yo, do y'all think if let's say Dejounte don't get hurt last year and Zion health with Brandon, this team is a do they make the plan or the actual seed?
Nah, one of them had to go.
No, I'm just saying like last year.
I still don't. Nah, I don't think it works. I think
Okay.
one of them had to go. I actually thought about that tonight. I was like, all right, if he's playing like this, could he have mimicked this similarly? All right, Ross. Mimic this similarly last year. Potentially, but like it wouldn't have been no space.
Yeah.
Like there would have been no space
Agreed.
to shoot and get to the rim, and he just wouldn't have had it.
Yeah.
So again, one of them had to go.
And with Brandon on the floor 5, it makes Dejounte more of an off-ball spacer. Takes the ball out of his hands a little bit more, which, look, I mean, you bring Dejounte Murray on your team. You want the basketball in his hand. Maybe not all the time, but the ball needs to be in his hands. And with Brandon, look, I mean, you see it with Toronto, like. He's gonna need and he's gonna get his shots, and a lot of his shots are 3, 4, 5 dribble, contested. Ain't a bunch of plays in which Brandon's scoring off of 4 passes. You add a little bit of less, you take away some of the usage, by getting against the deep band unless you're drawing up a play for almost the end of the shot clock, or you post the deke, which we didn't get a whole bunch today.
Yeah.
You know, a whole bunch of today. You got the space in the tray. So yeah. I mean, I like, I don't know. I mean, the usage is just, it's a little funky if with Brandon there, in Willie Green's offense.
Hey, I forgot about Buddy.
Yeah.
Talking about Bill?
Yeah.
Shout out to Cajun Curveball again. Who more high, Lito or BI? No comment.
Shout out to Glorilla.
Shout out to
She
Glow,
was at the game.
Shout out to having money. Money will change everything.
Definitely shout out to having money.
Chris, is there no world where East can be a viable starting center?
Is there no world? I won't say it's no world. I don't think it's no world, but he has to continue to take leaps mentally and feeling the game. And Yves has to find something that makes him dominant. Like there was somebody that commented about him being a rim protector, and he's not. I think he has rim protector capability. I think he has the look like he wears the clothes of a rim protector, but he's not. He hasn't gotten to the point to where he understands the nuances of the game and what it means, even in his patience, and not going for pump fakes and all of those different things, to where people are changing up what they do because Yves is there. Now weak side, he got you, but like we not changing up our, as a driver because Yves is there. We going right into his chest and going to the free throw line more than likely. So yeah, I mean, I think it could be, but Yves has to find something, whether it's rebounding or if it is at protecting the rim every night, for you to be able to have that conversation.
Chris, I compare him to a cast iron skillet.
Mm-hmm.
He just need more seasoning, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he ain't played enough. Like you ain't used Buddy enough. Like you know what I mean. Like you can't wash that with no Dawn.
Yeah,
nah. Just rinse it off, brother. You need a little bit more. You need a little bit more games played. You need to go get some talent, right? Some skilled people. Like he didn't play outside enough. He didn't play against the old cats with the pump fakes, right? Oh, you athletic young boys. You trying to just block everything. Like nah, you ain't play against them. You don't know the tendencies yet. And when he does, he can be good. But I just think he just again needs more time on task.
Say that one more time. What do you need? More what?
A little bit more seasoning, man.
My dog cooking. Yeah. Shout out to Whoa. Yeah.
Hey.
What's the name?
Huh? Wayne 6021.
Wayne.
Yeah. Shout out to Wayne.
Wayne W.
Yeah. Why didn't BI? That's a crazy question, Wayne. You asking a wild question with a wild name. Why didn't BI hug? I don't know if they did or not. I didn't see it. I can't.
Did he hug everybody else?
Could he? You couldn't say dap. You couldn't say handshake. You couldn't say embrace.
Oh man. To follow up question, he said he can't be Jared Allen, Clint Capella.
I think eventually it's just a matter of how.
When you hold on. When you say eventually,
possible.
like how far along the lines are we talking? Because
so I mean, he started playing basketball at like 18.
All right, I'm saying it. All right, I'm saying this. Right?
Whatever, it was 16.
I feel you.
Right.
Breeze said he can't have patience for a first round pick. How long or much of a patience can you have for? I don't even remember where Eves was drafted, but how much patience do you have for him to develop into Clint Capella?
I think unless you are an extremely hard worker or just someone who learns and adjusts quickly on the fly, it's gonna take you 10 years, bro. Playing a game of basketball. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about in the
bro.
league. I'm not talking about the league. I'm just talking about playing basketball. It's gonna take you 10 years, minimum.
I know the perfect person to help Eves. He has roots in Houston. He's extremely well versed with Houston got a lot of Nigerians, Africans, you know what I mean? Like he's well versed. He's helped a lot of centers, learn how to screen, roll, catch lobs. He even got Clint Capella paid. If I'm Eves, I call one person only. It's James Harden. Find James Harden.
That is not who I.
I know. Find James Harden. Because what's your boy? He man, I forgot dude's name. He black, but you wouldn't know it. He's like Passe Blanc. He used to play for the Knicks. Hartenstein.
Oh, you saw Hartenstein.
Yeah, like he was talking on the podcast about like learning how to screen and like how beneficial that is, and like people he's watching. He talked about how like James Harden would like pull guys on the side. I don't know if he played with no.
Nah, he didn't play with James. He didn't play with James. He left before James got to the Clippers.
Yeah. But he was talking about how he heard like James would take cats off to the side and like teach them different like angles and stuff like that. I'm like, the point guard is teaching people this, and I'm sure Chris Paul has done this with multiple, centers and stuff like that. So I'm calling him.
Shout out to Wahab. That's the story. Actually, the first practice that Harden had with Zubac, he's walking out the door, and Harden is like, "Nah, we got to work on setting picks." And he said they did that shit for 2 hours after they already had practice. And to have that type of person to be not only like to have that type of intensity in a practice, but somebody who's gonna stay there with you for 2 hours and go through that shit. Like you dudes be where they at for a reason. Like as great as people have critiqued James's game, James is fucking problem. James top 3, top 4 shooting guard of all time.
And his name is it's just James, bro.
Yeah.
It's just James. This is as plain, I mean,
that's all it is, bro.
Just James.
Big game James.
Nah,
big game.
We can't. We can't. Come on.
Hey,
come on.
Speaking of big game, can we talk about Bam just for a second?
Please. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about ethical hoops.
You think it was unethical?
Bro, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think everybody who got a problem with it, I think they viewing it wrong. Like, it's kind of like the pod we had last show where they was like, man, they beat the Wizards. It's like, bro, I can only line up who in front of me. Like, if these motherfuckers not gonna stop me from scoring, I'm not gonna stop shooting.
Yeah.
So that's my take. I think everybody who crying about it, most of them ain't watched the game.
Yeah.
You didn't see the game. You didn't see how. Dog, look, you can call it whatever you want. The shot still got to be made. The ball still got to go in the hoop. The free throws got to be made. He had 31 in the first fucking quarter. It's not like this was some assisted shit, in my opinion. He did start chasing in the fourth, but in my opinion, that's what you're supposed to do, bro.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You can't tell you, hey, if you ever tell me, hey, dog, you close to getting that record. Well, motherfucker, I'm shooting that. Don't even look. I'm not passing the ball. Like, I'm gonna go get the record, but I want to hear your thoughts, man.
Nah, man, like we should be celebrating this. This should be like on the top. Like I remember Kobe scoring 81. I can tell you where I was.
Yeah.
Just so happened, like it, you couldn't watch like West Coast games because they didn't broadcast that unless something crazy was happening, and they interrupted Sports Center like on in Central Time just to show this. And I watched Sports Center like 17 times before I went to school. Like, they replayed the same thing over and over. And I remember going to school telling my partners, like, bruh, Kobe scored 81. They thought I was lying. Like, no, he didn't, bro. I'm like, you ain't had an internet. So they had to wait until they got home to watch SportsCenter again. And it said Kobe had 81. And I'm like, yo, that shit was unreal. I don't give a fuck how many free throws he had. Nor do I care how many free throws Bam had.
Nope.
Like, they were fouling the fuck out, buddy. Like, nah, he earned that. There's nothing, bruh, he made history. I don't care how he did it. Luka ain't did it, and he whined and complained. Bam don't even do that.
Yeah.
He don't.
Yeah.
He just hoop. Like, I actually respect it more because it happened for a player that I didn't expect it from. Like, I would have never guessed Bam would have scored 81. Nevertheless, I would think Bam scored 80 across 4 games.
Right.
Look, not one game. So
Yep.
we can't sit up here and be like, oh, it's unethical because that's his game anyway. He don't be shooting threes. Not like that. So
Man, to
Go
be
ahead,
honest, like to be honest, I this is not ever did I ever expect 83 from Bam, but like that's the Bam that I want. I want to see that version of Bam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I want him to be that aggressive and be like take those shots and stop being so like complacent in that system. Because everybody know he got that kind of game, but he just he's okay with getting his 18, 9, and 6. You know what I'm saying?
And getting others involved. And that's the thing for me. That's the striking thing for me is that I always thought Bam was more talented than what he showed night to night. I thought he was, I remember I watched the Pelicans game either a year ago, 2 years ago, and they just put Bam at the free throw line every possession.
Yeah. And
Pelicans couldn't do shit with it.
Nothing.
And that was just on that side of the floor. He was guarding Zion on the other side of the floor.
Yep.
Turning off his water.
Yep.
And I was like, man, it started with, all right, he's starting to mess around with shooting more threes. Okay, if he stretches the floor a little bit, that can add something. And then it's like, man, he looked like he's a better passer than he actually is. Okay, now we see the assists going up. And we knew what he can do defensively. It's like, yo, he could be one of the best, not one of the better, one of the best two-way players in basketball. This was a matter of like, what's he going to actually do it?
Yep.
I don't respect to Norman Powell. Everything needs to go through Bam. Respect to Tyler Hero. Everything needs to go through Bam. And I like the fact that regardless of how he did it, it's, some of the parts was nasty. I ain't gonna like timeouts and the filing and all that other shit. But at the end of the day, man, I agree with Five's point is that Bam really ain't the type to even do the extra shit to game to game. He ain't a flopper. He ain't he's not stretching the rules to his benefit. He just goes out there and does his job. For him to go out there and get it, it's like, it feels better than say if somebody, because shit, you think 43 free throws is bad. Imagine how many free throws Shea would have had to get it.
Yeah. And they wouldn't even look like that though.
Yeah, it wouldn't even.
Bam was actually getting fouled.
Yeah, so I and you could still. And here's the thing: just because Bam passed Kobe, it doesn't mean that like you can still have an opinion. Like to me, Kobe's 81 points is better than Bam's 83. It's not even close. To me, and I at the guard position, it's not even close. But history is history, dog.
I mean, Bam took 22 threes like that. Bam took 22 3-pointers, dog.
He went for it, man.
I ain't mad at him at all.
Hey, man, go for it. He got age of, like, dog, this man is living 9 people's lives right now. I want to know the prayer that he prayed. Because the brother grew up in a double wide. His mama had to walk to work. He came out of this with a record over Kobe and going home to Asia Wilson. Like,
all time.
Who you think the best? Who you think the better mid-range shooter in that family is?
dog, that's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna give it to Shawty because she left-handed.
I'm gonna give it to Asia, dog. I'm gonna go with Asia.
It just looked prettier. That's all. You know what? You know what's wild, dog? This is why I know that brother. He a good one. He got up at that press conference with her next to him,
Smart
and
man.
he gave glory to her before he took any credit. And I'm like, this nigga's unstoppable.
Playing the game, bro. Playing the game on and off the floor.
Oh, that brother's good.
He putting
Bro,
up points.
mean,
He putting up
so-
points everywhere.
I'm about to say, he scored 83 off the floor before he ever did it on the floor. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
He
Yeah.
probably better than Wilt. Nah, nobody better than Wilt.
well,
Wilt off the court.
Yeah.
Wilt,
yeah.
I think Wilt got an STD named after him, man.
He should.
It's bad, man.
Crazy.
At least a clinic, Shit.
Yeah, a clinic, something, though. A condom. I hope something.
This is
That would have been so smart.
Right?
It was right there.
Come on, Magic. One of y'all, like, yeah, bro.
The magic
Sorry.
would have been.
Oh, in the show.
oh my god.
In the show, man.
You throw it away.
Oh my god. Good God.
Commercial would have been crazy.
I ain't got nothing else. I got nothing else. Oh, wait. This is a good one. How many wins at the end of the season? If they hit 30, I'll be impressed. They got what, 14 more games left?
Mm-hmm. Or 15. I don't know. Hold on.
Either way, this is one of those games where I said if Borrego wanted to keep his job, he has to beat teams that he's not supposed to beat. And this counts.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm gonna be honest, bro. They're what, 22 wins right now?
Yeah.
They get to 30.
They getting a 30?
I think they're gonna get to 30.
I said 28. I ain't mad at that.
I think they're gonna get I think that if they continue with this group and they don't have any major injuries and they're not shutting anyone down, they have no incentive to. I think they can win 8 more games.
You think they make the play in, Chris?
No, fuck no.
All right, cool.
What you think, Bob?
I'm not that crazy.
No, I think you would need something catastrophic to happen. And dang, you got 1,500 on 29 and a half?
Catastrophically good or catastrophically bad?
Catastrophically good for the Pelicans' sake, but catastrophically bad for another team.
Gotcha.
Just to fall off the face of the earth.
Gotcha. Well, you heard it here first, guys. The Pelicans are not going to the play-in, but next season they are going to the playoffs.
Well,
all right, man. We gonna get the fuck out of here. Shout out to DeMario Davis, man. Go get that bag, sir. Last contract, probably. You know what I'm saying? Hate to see you go, but I think it is time. I don't know what they're doing with Cam Jordan, by the way. I did like
they doing anything with him?
No, he passed 3 p.m., so he's officially a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
He can go get his money.
Yeah, man, go get your money, Cam.
Get your money.
I like what the Saints have done so far, free agency wise. I did like the Etienne move. I guess they got to figure out the Kamara shit too now. Like, I mean, oh wow, the Saints just traded a punter.
Yeah, that was a couple of days ago. They signed a punter and then they traded away a punter.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, man. The Saints been doing their thing, man. Cam been linked to the Chiefs.
In the show, Lito.
I'm sorry. He's like,
Hey, you dropped your wallet.
this just in, attorney Scott Vickner was seen chasing an ambulance. Wow.
For real?
But that's David Vickner, not Scott.
I'm still confused.
Ambulance chaser?
Hey, you dropped your mom?
My wallet. Oh, thanks, Dave.